Here's your daily updates. Newsman Dennis Daily offers his take on the events of the day in another daily video blog.
Hi, and thanks again, everybody. You're looking at Marine One, the helicopter that ferried President Nixon and others from the grounds of the White House to the Washington, D.C. area Air Force Base, where he would board Air Force One. Well, now, we've been to Seattle to the Museum of Flight, and we've seen the first jet Air Force One, the 707. And recently, we went to Atwater, California, to the Castle Air Force Base and saw the planes there. But this helicopter is not parked in an aircraft museum. It is here on the grounds of the Richard Nixon Library, because we are in Yorba Linda, California. Yes, the library here is a beautiful place, and part of it resembles the White House. My friend Jimmy Weldon says the presidential library concept was started by FDR.
During FDR's second term, he looked at the vast quantities of papers and other materials he and his staff had accumulated, and something should be done to preserve them. So, on the advice of historians, FDR established a public repository to preserve the evidence of his and other presidencies for future generations. Since that time, every president has had his papers preserved at an official site. One of the most visited is the John F. Kennedy Library in Boston. Recently, the JFK Museum and Library put together a special exhibit to honor the late writer Ernest Hemingway. One of the most bipartisan presidential library and museum is the one built to honor President Lyndon Johnson. It not only is full of important papers, it has a large walk-through area with great exhibits looking at many of the 20th century's presidents of both parties. At first, the Richard Nixon Library and Museum in Loma Linda, California was criticized for being what many called a shrine to Nixon. But over the years, it has shirked that image and emerged as a great bipartisan center that explains the modern-day White House.
So the next time you see that classic old film of President Nixon getting on the helicopter and leaving, this was the helicopter, Marine One. This and so much more is here at the Richard Nixon Library in Yorba Linda, California. I'm Dennis Daily with your daily news update.